Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the final game in the Elite Eight here in May Madness as we try to get our fourth and Final Four team. Right now, the three teams that have qualified so far, the 78 Yankees, the 55 Brooklyn Dodgers, the 2003 Yankees, and the winner of this game, the 61 Yankees against the 79 We Are Family Pirates. So we'll get ready for this final action here in the Elite Eight, and then we'll be down to just 3 games left, and we need to get going. Is almost over, in case you hadn't noticed. So let's go through the starting lineups very quickly. So I'll get this out of the way. For the Pirates, who are the visiting team based on the lower seed, we have Omar Moreno in center field, Bill Madlock at third, Dave Parker in right, Willie Stargell is at first, Bill Robinson's in left, John Milner the DH, Phil Garner at third, Ed Ott catching, Tim Foley at short, and on the mound, Jim Bibby. And in 1979, Jim Bibby was 12-4, 2.81 ERA. So that's the Pirate lineup. Let's look at the Yankee lineup. Hello, Appa Chatter. How are you doing? Yankee lineup. Bobby Richardson leads off. Tony Kubek hits second. Roger Maris hits third. Mickey Mantle cleanup. Yogi Berra, who is the left fielder, hits fifth. Skowron at first hits sixth. Elston Howard, the catcher, hits seventh. Johnny Blanchard, the DH, hits eighth. Clete Boyer, the third baseman, bats ninth. And Bill Stafford on the mound for the 61 Yankees. He was 14-9 with a 2.68 ERA. All right, so now I just need to get everything in position and get ready to go. Got our Pittsburgh Pirate colored dice and our New York Yankee colored D20. Try to give equal representation as best we can. All right, so Bill Stafford finishing up those warm-up tosses, and he'll be facing Omar Moreno, Bill Madlock, and Dave Parker. So the Pirates trying to see if they can get somebody other than the New York in the Final Four. Got 2 Yankees and 1 Brooklyn Dodger, and now we're going to see if we have a third Yankee or a Pittsburgh Pirate team. So Omar Moreno is going to lead it off, and we are underway, 6-4. Stafford against a lefty. Ground ball shortstop X, that's Tony Kubek. Kubek is a 2E34. 2E34 for Kubek. 2 and 8, he'll get to that. E34 and a 14. E34. There is a 13, 15, and 16, and 18, but no 14. So Kubek will throw out Moreno. Gets the speedster Moreno, 1 away. And that will bring up Bill Madlock. Typically, the 79 Pirates would have Tim Foley bat second, but I decided to juggle the lineup a little bit around, put Foley near the bottom. Madlock's too good of a hitter to drop him too far down. So here is Madlock, 4-11. And it's a fly ball to left field X. That's Yogi Berra in left field, the former catcher, turned left fielder. 3E4. 3E4 for Yogi. 3 and a 9, he will get to that. E4 and 12. E4 and a 12. There's a 15, but no 12. And a 9. A 9, and Yogi was, what was he, a 3? Yeah, 3. If he was a 4, he would drop in for a base hit, but a 3 on a 9 is an F2. So good play. Yogi makes the play. So 2 X checks, or defensive checks on the first 2 batters. Hopefully this doesn't go 14 or 15 innings. I can't take that, I don't think. I want a quick 9-inning game. 2-8 for Parker. Ground ball to second, handled by Richardson. It's a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3 inning for the Yankees. Pirates go quietly. We go to the bottom of the first. Pirates nothing. Yankees coming to bat. And Jim Bibby, the right-hander, is on the mound. He'll be facing Richardson, Kubek, and Maris to start things off. Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. 4-9. 4-9 against the right-hander. Ground ball shortstop X. Yet another X check. This one's on Foley. And Foley is a 3. E19. 3E19 for Foley. 3 and a 5. 3 and a 5 is going to be a G3. He'll get to it. And a 13 on an E19. Nope, there's a 14, but no 13. So good play for Foley. One away. Tony Kubek, the batter. 3-3 for Kubek, and he's going to foul it out to Pops over at first base. Quickly 2 down for Roger Maris. 5-7 off of Bibby. 1-3 is a triple. Anything else, he flies to Moreno. So Maris gets a hold of it, but can Moreno catch up to it? He can. It's a fly to Moreno to end the inning. To 1 complete, we are scoreless between the Buccos and the Bronx Bombers. And Bill Stafford back out on the bump. We'll be facing Pops, Wilbur Stargell. It'll be Stargell, Robinson, and Milner to lead it off and face Stafford here in the second. 3-8 for Stargell against a righty, struck him out. So Bill Stafford gets the K. First strikeout for either pitcher in this game. Hello, Mike. How are you doing? Bill Stafford pitching to Robinson, 2-9. Ooh, Robinson got into him right here. 1-19 is a home run. Anything other than a 20, we got a dinger. It's 7, it's gone. Bill Robinson goes deep. Puts the Pirates on the board 1-0. But if you've been watching this series, the team that scores always win. There are a lot of back and forth in this May Madness, which is why it's called Madness. Here's Milner's DH, 3-2 for Milner. And that would be a ballpark home run chance, but it's just going to be a regular home run chance. 1-7, and we've got back-to-back jacks. A 1-7, back-to-back homers. 12, though, it's not going to cut it. He simply flies to Maris for out number 2. So 2 down, and that brings up Phil Garner, third baseman. 6-9 for Garner against Stafford is a ground ball to Kubek at short, and that's going to end the inning. But the Pirates strike first. Home run by Bill Robinson, who had previously, ironically enough, came up with the Yankees back in the late 60s. Comes back to bite his old team. 1-0 Pirates. We go to bottom of the second, and it's going to be the Mickey Mantle. Mantle, Berra, and Scourin coming up for the Yanks against Bibby. 2-7 for Mantle. Oh, we had a whole stream of home runs here on 4, 5, and 6. 2-7 is a 1-7 homer. So we can still get the homer with a 1-7. Anything else, it's simply a fly to Parker. And it's a fly to Parker at the warning track. So 1 away. Jim Bibby gets away with that pitch. And that brings up Yogi Berra. 5-7 off of Bibby. 1-3 is a triple. Can you imagine Yogi hitting a triple? Did he hit any triple? He had no triples in the 61 season, but he's got a chance 1-3 to hit a triple now. And I believe this is where the PC game would alter this to a double. But in the cards and dice, I'm keeping it as a triple if he makes it. So the odds aren't good though. 1-3. Anything else, he flies to center. And it's a fly to center. Moreno tracks that down. No triple for Yogi. 2 down. Base is clear for Bill Scourin, first baseman. 2-6 for Scourin. 1-7 is a single. Anything else, it's a ground ball to Madlock. A lot of split chances and next chances so far. A lot of D20 rolls, but it's an 11, so it's good play by Mr. Madlock. And the inning's over. So 1 inning in the book, or 2 innings in the books rather, ends the Pirates 1, Yankees nothing. Top of the third. Both pitchers have 7 for fatigue rating, so they're nowhere near fatigued. Here's Ed Ott. Got the shortest name in baseball history. I do believe it's Ed Ott. 1-4. If he's not the shortest, he's very close to it. 1-4 is a ground ball to short. Kubek's got it. 1 away, and number 8 hitter, no, it is number 9 hitter, Tim Foley. 1-11 for Foley. Fouls out to Elston Howard for out number 2. Like I said, the Pirates in 79 typically had Foley batting second, but I wanted to get Madlock up there, so I bumped Foley all the way down to 9th with the DH. All right, here is Moreno. 3-11 from Moreno. 1's a double. Anything else is a single. 2-20. And it's a single for Moreno. And he's going to be looking to run. He's a double-A, but Elston Howard's got a great arm. -4 arm, so that's strength against strength. We'll do the numbers. Double-A Steeler starts as a 17. Being held makes him a 15. -4 from Howard makes him an 11. So 1 to 11, and Moreno will steal it. It's 11. He just gets in there. So Moreno just slides under the tag of Richardson, and he steals the base. So he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Bill Madlock. And of course, he will be held at second. 5-8 against Stafford. Fly to center. Mantl's got it. Inning's over. So the stolen base doesn't lead to anything. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 in favor of the Buccos. And Jim Bibby back out will be facing Howard, Blanchard, and Boyer. Elston. 2-5 for Elston Howard, and he's going to fly to left. It's handled by Robinson, 1 away. And that will send up Johnny Blanchard, DH, premier pinch hitter back in the day. 2-7, he's going to ground to second. That's handled by Garner, 2 down. So Bibby doing very well so far through the order. There's Clete Boyer, 1-5, and he struck him out. So Jim Bibby, 9 up and 9 down in the first 3 innings, getting through the 61 Yankees. Don't know if he can be that successful the second time through, but he sure did the first time. And we go to the fourth. Still 1-0. I was expecting more runs than this, but they still may come. There's 6 innings to go, at least, if we don't do another 14-inning job, which I'd rather not. Here's Parker. 2-6 for Parker. Ground ball to first. Scourin's got it. 1 away. And that's going to bring up Pops, Willie Stargell. Stargell 4-7 against Stafford. 1-17 is a single. Anything else, 18-20, it's a grounder. But a 1-17, and he's got a base hit. It's a 19, so how about that? Nice play. That ground ball went too short, so Kubek cut that off. Through the slow-running Pops. Out at first base, 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Robinson, who homered for the only run of the game. 4-8. Not this time, it's a strikeout. Stafford gets his revenge. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0. Favor of the Buccos. Back to the top of the order for the Yankees. Bobby Richardson starts things off. Grounded to short his first trip. 4-4 for Bibby. Catcher X, that's Ed Ott. So Ed Ott, a 3-E1. And of course, there's no chance for any pass balls or anything with nobody on base. So we're mainly just checking for an error. 3 and an 8. 3 and an 8 is a P/P, which is a pop-up, but there's no chance of a pass ball or anything. And that is a 7. And an E1, there's no 7 there. So it's simply going to be a pop-up. A pop-up to Ed Ott. So easy play for Ott. Richardson is retired. And takes over to Tony Kubek. 1-4 for Kubek. Ground ball to short. Foley's got it. 2 down. And ironically, Kubek was probably announcing some of these 79 Pirate games for NBC. Here's Maris. 5-7 off of Bibby. 1-3 is a triple. Anything else, he flies to center. Same role Yogi had a while back. But a 1-3 is a triple. Anything else, Moreno's got it. It's 20. Moreno's got it. And still nothing going on for the Yankees. We go to the fifth. Still 1-0. Favor the Buccos. Stafford back out. Will be facing the DH, John Milner. Followed by Garner and Ott. Two-six for Milner. And that's a walk. So a leadoff walk to Milner. Milner walks, and he's a D stealer. He will not be held. So that is going to bring up Phil Garner. Garner, B bunter, but they're going to have him swing away. 5-5. And that's a single to center field. It won't run on Mantle, but it'll be first and second, nobody out. Here in the top of the 5th for Ed Ott, who is a B bunter, so it's a good chance he may bunt here. Let's see, what kind of hitter was Ed Ott? 273, but he's a double play candidate as well, so they're going to have him bunt. He'll be a C bunter now since they're expecting it. An 8, C bunter and an 8. So we look at a C bunter and an 8, which says batter thrown out by first baseman, runner advances. So the good sacrifice. And the sacrifice will go 3-4. As Skowron tosses to Richardson covering. Both runners move up to second and third with only one out. And they're going to bring the infield in. With Foley up, they don't want a cheap run scoring. So they're going to bring the infield in to try to choke that run off. 110 for Foley. And he lines it right to Boyer at third base. Nice play by Boyer. Keep the field 2 down. Now the infield can go back to normal, but it's Omar Moreno time. Moreno has 2 runs he can pick up right here. 4-2. Won't do it. Fly to right. Maris has got it. And Stafford pitches around that. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. And Jim Bibby will have to encounter Mickey Mantle to lead things off. He'll be followed by Berra and Skowron to start the 5th. Mantle. 3-6 for Mantle. Struck him out. So Mantle is out of there, 1 away. Second strikeout for Bibby. He's not known for being strikeout pitcher. He's just trying to get outs. Here's Yogi. 2-6 for Yogi. And that's going to be the first hit of the game for the Yankees. 1-6 is a double. 7-20 is a single. And the no-hitter is gone by the wayside. It is a single for Yogi Berra. He's an E-stealer. He will not be held and will not run. And Bill Skowron, the batter. Get a 5-9 to fly to right. Parker's got it. 2 down. So 2 down, and that brings up Elston Howard. 3-2 for Elston Howard. He's going to fly to right. Parker's got it. Innings over. So the no-hitter is gone, but the shutout's still intact. We go to the 6th, 1-0 favor of the Buccos. And this is looking eerily similar to the Yankee-Met game, which went 1-0 to the bottom of the 9th before all heck broke loose. So we'll see what happens here. Madlock leads it off against Stafford. 2-4. Ooh, a home run chance for Madlock. 1-12. 13-20 is a triple. So either way, damage done. 1-12 and it's a 2-0 game. 16 is a triple. Leadoff triple for Madlock. And immediately, Ralph Houk's going to bring the infield in. They can't take any chances. Even with a hitter like Parker, you still have to bring the infield in. 4-9 against Stafford. It doesn't matter. It's a single, 2 stars. And it's 2-0 Buccos on the RBI single by Parker. Bringing home Madlock. Oops. Bringing home Madlock, and it is 2-0. And Parker's an A-stealer, but with Elston Howard, you're not going to take the chance. So that brings up Stargell. He will be held, of course. 5-11. Fly ball right field X. That is Maris. And Maris checks in. 2-E9. So a 2-E9 for Maris. 2 and an 18, he'll get to that. And a 10, no problem there. So it's a good play. Maris makes the play. Parker holds. 1 away. Takes us to Bill Robinson, who homered in the 1st and then struck out in the 4th. I'm sorry, homered in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th. 1-7. Ground ball shortstop A with a plus sign, but the shortstop is not responsible for holding the runner. The second baseman is, so that's a good double play. 6-4-3 ends the inning. But the Pirates take the lead even further. It's now 2-0 against the Yankees, but with that lineup, no lead is really safe, despite the way Bibby is pitching. So Bibby back out. Will be facing bottom of the order Blanchard, Boyer, and Richardson. But Blanchard's a dangerous hitter. 6-12, 6-12. Fly ball left field X. That is Robinson. And Robinson, 2E6. 2E6 for Robinson. 2 and a 3 could be problems. 2 and a 3 is a single. So that will fall for Blanchard. And that's 12. I should have checked for an error while I was at it, shouldn't I? So 12, and Robinson is an E6. See if there's a 12. Nope, it's a 14, but no 12. So base hit for Blanchard. It falls in. Robinson was not able to get to it. So leadoff single for Blanchard. He's an E-stealer. He will not go anywhere. And it's going to bring up Clete Boyer. Clete Boyer, 2-5 for Boyer against Bibby. 2-5. Look at this. 1-4 is a triple. 5-20 is a single. Triple 1-4, and the Yankees are on the board here at the bottom of the order. Nope, it's a single 2 stars, but runners are at the corners. So the number 8 and 9 hitters break through, and here come the Yankees. Boyer's an E-stealer. He will not be held. And that's going to bring up Bobby Richardson. 5-3. Ground ball pitcher X, he's a 4E0, so we know he will not make an error, but we do need to see if he can field it. It's an 11. 4 and an 11. We'll see what that brings about. 4 and an 11 is a G3, so the runners are going to advance. That will bring home Blanchard. Yankees are on the board. Boyer will go to second, and it's a 1-3 ground out. Boyer's now at second base with 1 away. As the tying run, he's an E-stealer. He will not be held. Tony Kubek is up. Pirates now only 2-1. 1-3. Ground ball first base C. That will again move the runner up to third base, but now there's 2 outs. But Roger Maris is up. Can't walk him because Mantl's right behind him. Here's Maris. 4-7. Struck him out. So Bibby, big strikeout there to end the inning. Yankees do get the 1 run back though. And at the end of 6 complete, it's 2-1 Pirates. And now we begin the point of weakness inning for both pitchers. They have 7s. So bullpens could be churning very shortly. Stafford is out to face Phil Garner. It'll be Garner, Ott, and Foley, bottom of the order. Garner, 2-8. 2-8 for Garner. Ground ball to short. Kubek's got it. 1 away. That's going to bring up Ed Ott. Ott, 6-10. 6-10's a ground ball third base X. That's Clete Boyer. Clete Boyer checks in as a 1E21. So with nobody on base, you don't even need the D20 because you know he's going to get to it. We're just checking for an error. Ooh, could be an error though. That's 16. E21 and a 16 at third base. E21, here it is right here. E21, it is a 16 right there. 1 error. So that's an error on Boyer. He boots it. So actually that was supposed to be, I had those out of order. That should not have been Garner's at bat. That should have been Milner's at bat. Wonder how I got them mixed up. Now I don't remember what the 6-3 grounder was on Garner's card. I don't remember the first roll, to be honest with you. Not sure how to play this now since I batted them out of turn. Unless somebody can remember what happened. Let's see. You know what? Without knowing what happened, I'm just going to have to reboot the whole inning. I don't know what else to do with it because I batted out of turn. Not the Pirates' fault, not the Yankees' fault, but I don't want to have bogus results. So we're going to do the old-fashioned do-over and start the top of the 7th all over again. This time correctly with Milner leading things off. I apologize for that. Somehow he must have got stuck to Robinson's card on that double play, and I moved him underneath for some reason. Anyway, here we go. 2-4. 2-4 is a fly to right. That's 1 away, so Milner is out of there on a fly to right. Here's Garner. 2-6 for Garner. 1-6 is a single. Anything else will be a liner to Boyer. And it's a liner to Boyer. 2 down. And that sends up Ed Ott. So at least now in the right order. 5-5. Whoa, 1-10's a home run off of Stafford. Ott has normal power. 1-10's a homer. 11-20 is a triple. So 1-10, and the Pirates take a 2-run lead. And they do. Ed Ott. Who'd have thunk it? Ed Ott has the home run. So the powerful Yankees, but it's the Pirates who have 2 home runs in this game, and they lead it 3-1. All that with 2 outs and the bases clear. Here's Tim Foley. 3-11. 3-11. He's going to ground to third. That's going to end the inning. But the Pirates take a 3-1 lead. The home run by Ed Ott. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. Nobody wants to hear me sing for sure. So we'll just keep driving. Mickey Mantle steps in. Mickey Mantle facing Bibby. 6-9. 6-9 against Bibby is a strikeout. So Bibby strikes out Mantle. 1 away. Brings up Yogi. 2-8 for Yogi. That's a home run chance. 1-18 is going to most likely be a homer. 19-20 would be a double, but it looks like it might be a Yogi homer. 1-18. And it is. Yogi Berra. Solo shot. Cuts the lead to 3-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. So Yogi gets his team 1 run closer. Here's Bill Skowron. I really don't want a 14-inning game if I can avoid it. 6-12. 6-12 is a fly ball left field X. That's Bill Robinson. He's a 2E6. 2 and a 6 should be a good play. 2 and a 6 for a left fielder. 2 and a 6 is an F2, so that's a good play. And it's a 10, no error on the 10, so it's a good play for Bill Robinson. He makes the play. 2 down for Elston Howard. And now that Pirate bullpen can start to get ready pretty quickly. You got Grant Jackson and you got Kent DeColvey down there. Here's Elston Howard. 2-9, struck him out. So Jim Bibby, a whale of a pitching performance. 7 innings and only 2 runs against the 61 Yankees. And the Pirates lead it 3-2 over the Yanks. And now I believe the Yankees will go to their bullpen. Stafford is gone 7, and that's going to be enough for him. They will turn it over to Jim Coates. Jim Coates, a starter / reliever. In 61, he was 11-5, 3.44 ERA. Started 11 games, but did have 5 saves. So Jim Coates going to be on for Stafford. Stafford goes 7 innings, and he faces 26 batters. I think that was a 5-3. Doesn't really matter. All right, and he gave up 3 runs, 2 of which were home runs. So now Coates is on to face the top of the order. I'm sorry, it will not be the top. It is going to be the top of the order. So I forgot to write Foley in, didn't I? Kind of messing that up there, aren't I? After the odd homer, Foley was the last out. So now it is Moreno, top of the order. We'll get it straight. Moreno, 2-6. 2-6 from Moreno. Ground to short, 1 away. So they kept the speedy Moreno off the bases. Smart move. Brings up Bill Madlock. 4-4 against Coates. Ground ball third base X. That is Boyer. He's a 1, so no need to roll the D20. We know he's going to get it. That is a 12. And Boyer, defensively, was 21. So E21 and a 12. There's an 11 and a 16, but no 12. So Boyer makes the play. And there's 2 away. Brings up Parker. Cobra. 2-5 for the Cobra. And he strikes out. So instead of the Cobra striking, he struck out. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Now, do you stick with Bibby, who's been pretty effective, or do you go to that good bullpen? It's questions that Chuck Tanner has to figure out. Blanchard's up, then Boyer, Richardson. So you know what? They're going to go to the bullpen. They're going to say that Jim Bibby gave them everything they could obviously want. And they're going to turn it over to Grant Jackson, the lefty. Grant Jackson, 79. He was 8-5, 296 ERA, and 14 saves. So Grant Jackson will be in this ball game to face the lefty Blanchard, the DH. They could pinch hit, but Blanchard's a pretty good hitter, even against lefties. So the thought of pinch hitting just doesn't sound right. So Bibby gives up the 2 runs, including a homer to Yogi. And we're going to start the bottom of the 8th. Johnny Blanchard, Clete Boyer, and Richardson. But it was Blanchard and Boyer that got all that stuff started last inning, or the 6th inning, I should say. So here we go. Blanchard, 4-7 against the lefty Jackson. Fly to center. Moreno's got it. 1 away, so it's Pirates still trying to claim that 3-2 lead here in the 8th. Here's Boyer. Boyer, 210 for Boyer against the lefty. That's a 1-11 double. 12-20 is a single. So 1-11, we got a double. It is a 3. It's a double for Clete Boyer. How about that? From the 9 hole, he's just got a single and now a double. He's an East Steeler. He will not be held, but he is the tying run. Here's Bobby Richardson. 2-4 for Richardson. Ground ball, second base B. And with the ball going to the right side, that will move the runner to third. But now there's 2 outs. 2 outs for Tony Kubek. Tony Kubek, 2 outs. Runner at the tying runs at third. Grant Jackson facing Kubek. 4-9 for Grant Jackson. 1-6 is a home run. Kubek does have weak power, so it'll be a 1-6 single. 7-20 is a fly to Parker, and the inning's over. So 1-6, we got a tie game. 7-20, Pirates take that 3-2 lead to the 9th. It's a fly to right. Parker's got it at the track. And Grant Jackson does his job. We go to the 9th. Score still 3-2. And that will bring up Stargell, Robinson, and Milner. But the Yankees will go to their closer, Luis Arroyo, the lefty. So Coates goes 1 inning, gets out all 3 batters he faces. But they're going with their closer. They're going with their closer, Luis Arroyo. 15-5, 2.19 ERA, and 29 saves. There's going to be no save situation going forward for the Yankees, so as the home team, so they might as well use him now. Plus to get him against the two lefties, Stargell and Milner. So Stargell's going to lead things off. Big Pops, 110 for Pops against the lefty. 1-16 is a home run. 17-20 is a double, so Pops doesn't mind the lefties. 1-16, and it is gone. It is gone in shades of Game 7 of the World Series for Pops, as he homers off a lefty and increases the Pirate lead to 4-2. So Luis Arroyo a little stunned by that, and Ralph Houck not too happy. Here's Bill Robinson, 2-3 for Robinson, and that's a home run chance. 1-14 is a homer. 15-20 is a fly to left. If it's a 1-14, it's back-to-back home runs against Arroyo. And it is. So Robinson, his second home run of the game. Back-to-back jacks off the Yankee closer. And the Pirates now have opened up a 5-2 lead. And it's looking pretty good with Kent DeColby in the bullpen ready to go. Here's Milner. 6'9". 6'9", ground ball shortstop X. That's Kubek. Kubek checks in as a 2E34. 2 and 12 will get to that one, a 10. E34 and a 10. No 10, so it's a good play for Kubek. Finally getting out. 1 away. That'll bring up Phil Garner. 5-10 against Arroyo. Ground ball to short. Kubek's got it again. 2 down. And now the Yankees figuring out what to do in the 9th. Here's Ed Ott. 2-5 for Ott, and he walks. So Ott reaches, brings up Foley. who was 0 for 3, which is why I dropped him in the lineup. I figured he wouldn't do that well. So here is Foley, 3-8. 3-8, 1 to a 15 is a single, 1 star. 16 to 20, he lines it to Richardson. It's a single, 1 star, so the inning continues. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for Omar Moreno. Moreno, lefty on lefty against Arroyo. 2-11, ground ball back to Arroyo, and the inning's finally over. But the Bucks put up a 2 spot. Talk about insurance runs. They're it right there. That's the definition of insurance runs. They now lead it 5-2. We go to the bottom of the 9th. And on for the Pirates to try to finish this thing out. It's going to be their closer, sidewinding right-hander Kent Tekulve. Tekulve, 10-8, 2.75 ERA, 31 saves. He will be in. Grant Jackson pitched 1 inning and didn't give up anything. Give a double, but nothing else. So Tekulve is on, and he will be facing Maris, Mantle, and Berra. Maris, Mantle, and Berra, the heart of the order. So Tekulve's going to earn the save. He's going to earn it a real man save, as Clinton Parks would say. Here's Roger Maris, 1-6. That's a leadoff walk. That's the one thing you don't want to have happen. Don't want those leadoff walks. Chuck Tanner is going to be pacing in the dugout. Here's Mickey Mantle. 2-10 for Mantle against Tekulve. And that's a solid 2-run homer right there. Kent Tekulve gives up the 2-run shot to Mickey Mantle. And all of a sudden, it's a 5-4 game. And don't tell me we're going to do extra innings again. I couldn't take it. After a couple of 14-inning games, lately, it just wears me out. So now Tekulve's got to regroup. He has given up 2 runs right away. And now that brings up Yogi Berra, who's already homered his last time up. 1-6, he will line it to Madlock for out number 1. Tekulve just trying to survive. Here's Bill Skowron. 6-9 Tekulve. Ground ball shortstop X, that's Foley. He's a 3E19. 3E19. 3-11, he'll get to that. 3-11 will be a G2. E19 and an 11. E19, it's good play. 14 is the error, but not an 11. So it's good play for Foley. 2 down. And now Elston Howard, the last hope for the Yankees. They've cut it to 5-4, but they need one more. Elston Howard, 3-9, struck him out. That's the ball game. Kent Tekulve hangs on despite the 2 spot. He still technically earns a save, even though he pitched like crap. And the Pirates win it 5-4 over the Yankees. Winning pitcher Jim Bibby, loser was Bill Stafford. So there you have it. Let's bring in the bracket and complete the final 4. It will not be a New York team. It will be the Buccos. So Pittsburgh completes the final 4 list. We have the Pirates of 79 will be taking on the 03 Yankees in one final 4 bracket. The other final 4 bracket, the 78 Yankees taking on the 55 Brooklyn Dodgers. And the highest seed, or the best seed remaining in the tournament, is the number 14 seed, Brooklyn Dodgers. Seeds 13 through 1, all gone. We got a 14 seed, we got a 24 seed, we have a 26 seed, and we have a 21 seed. So, could be very interesting. That's why it's called madness, because you never know what's going to happen. Best teams don't always win in a one and done kind of scenario. So that's what we got. And so I wanted to get this in. This game will be Guidry versus Newcomb will be the pitchers in this game, because we're back to our aces. So it's Newcomb against Guidry in this game. Candelaria taking on Mussina in this game. So Pirates hang on to win 5-4. I can sleep well now without having to have a heart attack doing 14 innings. And we don't have to have the Yankees dominate the whole bracket. So Pirates at least represent and give us somebody other than a New York team. So only a couple days left in May. So I'm hoping tomorrow to do probably Yankee Brooklyn game, and then on Friday do the Pittsburgh Yankee game, and then either Saturday or Sunday do the finals to figure out a winner in May Madness 2020 COVID edition. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I want to do it live because sometimes it takes so long to upload stuff. So I figured let me try doing it live. Some other people were streaming, but I just took a chance and figured I'd do it. They were streaming things other than baseball, so I think I was the only one streaming baseball at the time. So there you go. All right, so I do appreciate you guys turning in, and stay safe out there and enjoy your whatever projects you're working on, whatever games you're working on, whether it's offline or online, and enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.